That's out. Yes, it's all over this time. Lost his nerve in the end, did Michael Holding.
England was the ideal place to hold it, of course, with the diaspora of the West Indies and India and Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Everyone was there. They had support and all the grounds would be full.
There were two things people said Indians could never do. One was bowl quick and one was bat against quick bowling. Indians were the butt of all jokes when it came to facing fast bowling.
It's a whole new experience, you know. At home we didn't play that much one-day cricket and the people were not expecting us to win anything. So we were just new to one-day cricket. We were just analyzing the whole things, how to play this one-day game.
Gavaskar batted 60 overs and was not out at the end for 36. I don't think he quite understood what the concept of limited overs cricket was all about.
One Indian supporter delivered his own personal message of protest, but Sunil Gavaskar himself was making a stand.
Expectations surrounding them were understandably unoptimistic. India had registered just one win in the World Cup against inexperienced East Africa.
The conclusion of the first World Cup arrived at the impossible hour of 8:42 p.m. The longest day of the year in England, the perfect timing for the West Indies.
And it goes to this magnificent cricketer, and how well he and his team have deserved it.
This time, the 6 Test nations were joined in England by Sri Lanka and Canada, who emerged from the inaugural ICC trophy.
He could answer fire with fire. He could bowl a bouncer, make the opposition batsman duck. That sight of the opposition batsman ducking against an Indian bowler was a very symbolic act.
At that time now we were well entrenched as one of the best teams in the world, if not the best team in the world. We were beating people left, right and centre. We lost a few players, but the new players that came in, the Holdings and the Roberts and Garnets and so on, just fitted in quite well.
Disappointment as usual for India. They were taken apart by the defending champions and would go on to lose all 3 of their matches, including defeat at the hands of Sri Lanka, who were not even a test-playing nation.
And it's all over. Hendrick quick to grab the stump, he's got his souvenir, but West Indies winning a deserved victory here by a margin of 92 runs.
The West Indies were favourites to retain their title, and according to perceived wisdom, it would be Pakistan, Australia and England joining them in the semis. India's previous poor form made them 66-1 outsiders.
Remember about West Indies during that period and previously, they're a great team, but they only crack is under pressure, otherwise they are the best.
It was a major upset.
Losing that very first game was a bit of a shock, but at the same time it woke us up a bit because we needed to come out of our complacency and to realize that this is a World Cup.
I think beating West Indies was really, morale boosting for the team as such, because then we thought, fine, we have won against the world champions, we have won against the strongest side, so there is a possibility then we can do a miracle in the World Cup.
After 13 overs, India was 17 for 5.
Kapil had come in, I think, at number 7, and he hadn't played a shot. He just looked like he was determined to try and bat and get a score for India. He was just absolutely amazing. He never mishit the ball. We never dropped him. He never gave us a chance. Anything that went in the air generally went out the ground.
Kapil reached 175 not out and took the team to an unthinkable 266. It was an inspiring innings that clinched the match by 31 runs. They had been drawn in a group with the West Indies and Australia, and all but their staunchest supporters expected them to make an early exit. Now they stood in the semi-finals for the first time in their history.
And that's a great shot. A magnificent shot. Swung it over deep square leg for 6.
He can hit it anywhere. That's it. 4 runs off the edge. India are through to the final. What a great day for Indian cricket.
We were unhappy to see the wicket. I can't even describe in words how much unhappy we were. It was total green, and knowing Garner, Michael Holding, Marshall, Andy Roberts, those type of bowlers they have, and they're given a green top.
Hold him. It's all over. That's the end. 183 all out.
I just remember walking off the field feeling very happy with what we had done. 183 runs, 60 overs. There was no way India could restrict us to less than 183 runs. And that was just the feeling walking off the field. And we were all thinking, okay, 3 World Cups, 3 winnings.
India's fans could only sit and wait for the worst. 183 was the lowest total by anyone in a Prudential Cup final.
The West Indies were 50 for 2 when Viv Richards came in and began to lay into bowler Madan Lal. Then the catch that would change the course of the game.
He's gone! Kapil Dev, the skipper, 66 for 5 and West Indies in total disarray now.
The incredible had happened. The great West Indies had collapsed to 76 for 6.
And that's out. Yes, it's all over this time. Lost his nerve in the end, did Michael Holding. Tried to swing that straight ball with the legs. Another wicket for Abhinav in 19 innings.
People were lined up on both sides of the road, right through the drive, about 30 odd kilometers.
India can do it. Skipper Kapil Dev and the Indian cricket team proved it by claiming the Prudential World Cup staged in England against odds of 50-1. President Zail Singh hails India's victory as a victory for the youth of the nation. The President remarked that he had watched the telecast of the finals unmindful of the late hour.